Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Carpathian countryside. How's everybody's Thursday evening going? Surprised we didn't see any mod drops today. Waylon, what is up, Farmer G? How are you doing tonight? I tell you what. Every day we're on this map, we see new and exciting things. Field 15 is really cool with its interesting shape. These little kind of groves back in the woods. James, welcome. Reef, how you doing tonight? We're just going to hang out, chill for the next couple hours, enjoy life. It has gotten hot where I'm at. How's everybody else's weather? Sky Edits, welcome back. Welcome back. Jonathan is in the land down under. It is Friday morning for him. We got quite a few folks joining us from Australia, New Zealand. It is morning for them to late morning, possibly even around midday. Yeah, we had a lot of North American-based viewers, a lot of Australian viewers, a few overnight folks that have third shift jobs in Europe. The UK is pretty late there, but still some night owls. It's just absolutely fabulous how international the streams can be. So it's 1 a.m., it's noon, it's 8 a.m., it's coming up to 8 p.m. for me. So that's a great thing. We're about 12 hours behind Western Australia. That means we're even further behind Eastern Australia. Optimus, good evening. Stewie from Norfolk. Are you really from Norfolk? Which Norfolk are you from? There's multiple Norfolks. Sky Edits, it's the same map. Same map. When it changes, it will be in the title. Oh, I don't know that Norfolk. Good evening from the UK. Reading is hard. That's why I like audiobooks, Tuki. That's where someone else can read to you. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't run into any issues with RTF and EC that I knew of, but maybe we did. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Norfolk is the Saxthorpe map is set up for Norfolk. Is that the super hilly map? I'm honestly can tell you. I don't remember a whole lot of details anymore. Give me some more of that money. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you much. We're well on our way, earning $45,000. Maybe one day, maybe I'll be fortunate enough to travel over there. I agree, the Old Country Farm does look like a good map. We've got 3 more fertilizing contracts here on the other side of the map, and then we're gonna jump to October, and October should bring some harvest to our fields. Nope, we cannot drive through the fence. We cannot drive through the fence. Oh, Sky Edits. Glad we could talk a little bit during the pre-show. Maybe another day. Made our way over here to the southern side of the map. I was hoping we would have enough money to upgrade our harvester, unless we have some deals coming. No, no deals. No deals. I don't know, you put down a pretty good qualifying lap. I'll tell you what though, it's not just speed, it's being able to drive consistent. Consistency will get you more than speed. That's my thought. Now if you're consistently fast, that's great. But if you can be consistent, maybe you're slower, but consistent, you might be out consistent than the guys up front. They make mistakes. you don't. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this map. Mod did not come. Let's turn that off. From Nexus Mods. Reef. We do Sunday night racing with ACC as part of the Discord. And Wednesday night, the reason I don't stream on Wednesday nights is because we have an organized practice on Wednesday night for those that can join. So last night we had an organized practice, which is basically a complete run through of the Sunday event, practice, qualification, and then a full hour race. So this week we're running on Imola. I stream the race as a members only stream. Well, what I saw is Schultz get up on the curbage. His car went unstable. He then kind of slid sideways across the track. And then I think overcorrected and shot back behind me, thankfully. And saved me. But his shooting back may have impacted you all. Yeah, I know he was. That's part of it, right? I think he was trying to push the first turn a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Went a little bit too deep, maybe. Got up on the curbage. Maybe it was a little too aggressive with the corner. It's all good. It's all why we practice. Learning experience. So we can grow and be better next time. Hellhawk, what's up? Farming Trio, what is up? I'm sorry to hear about your broken heart, but oh, glad you're on the mend. Tonight we're in the money. We're going to be trying to earn as much money as we can here early on with some fertilizing contracts. And then we're going to move into... where is it? We're going to move into October, where hopefully our corn will be ready, as well as our sunflowers. Those are the last two crops we need to harvest for our own fields. And the corn, we're going to save some of our corn for our pig food machine. We're going to dry the rest of the corn. See, our pig food machine, recipe 1 needs corn, but I'm out of barley. So we're going to save a little bit of corn back for our pig food machine when we do have barley. But we're going to take the rest of our corn and process it. We're going to process it with our corn dryer and make a bit of a premium because we can dry corn for $8.31. Meanwhile, we can sell normal corn for only $4.97. Make a little bit of an extra money. Yeah, I was going to go in there. I wasn't going to be overly aggressive, but I was going to go in there with what I thought was a safe avenue. And then when I saw him getting a little squirrely, I just kept watching him going, okay, don't come back, don't come back, don't come back, don't come back. Until I clear, then I clear. I'm like, okay, you can do whatever you want. I don't know. He's a good second faster. I don't have it in me. If the car has it in the car, I don't have it in me. So my goal is to just be as consistent as I can with the timing that I can be. And if he's pushing it every lap, trying to bridge and open the gap, then hopefully he will be more prone to error, which will allow me to capitalize on that. How is everybody doing this Thursday or Friday or whatever day of the week it is? You know what? This video is brought to you by the 901 Meester and Crisby 1205. Thank you for being farm barons. As I say during the pre-show, a little surprised we didn't get any mod drops today. We had an okay assortment of mod drops yesterday with, I guess you could say, the absolute biggest map drop in, or at least the biggest expected, anticipated, hopeful map drop in a long time. Sadly, it was for PC only, but Court Farms Country Park Auction David is out. I'm sure you all have seen my video as well as other videos on the map. Love to hear what your all's thoughts are on it. The map right now is for PC only, but should hopefully have a console release at some point. Sounds like maybe the console release will have additional animals built in. Meanwhile, PC players will be able to use enhanced animal, add them in themselves. Tuki's toughing it out with small equipment on a tight farmyard. Have you seen any wild rabbits yet? I was really hoping we would run into some wild rabbits. I don't think we did. Deer seem to show up with great abandon. Be curious where rabbits spawn at. If rabbits spawn at forested areas also. Or maybe rabbits spawn where there's lots of grass, lots of bushes. I don't know. FARMER-KLEIN, there was an interesting comment. Well, actually lots of interesting comments. But there was an interesting comment on the video related to asking if there was a script to delete all trees off of a map. Well, that was interesting. We're looking to completely de-tree a map. I told him I didn't know of any. If they were on PC, they could always open Giant's Editor and go to town. SA modding, that was Auction David did Court Farms. Isn't it interesting how these guys can waste money, yet they always seem to have money for these various challenges. always found it interesting that they ended up having the money that they always needed at the most convenient times. And right around the same time, some piece of machinery shows up in the mod hub. Oh, they magically seem to have the ability to have that, make use of it, to buy it. Oops. Not that I know of. You mean the little map down in the lower corner? Not that I know. Maybe with a script you could do it. Now, if I was really looking to put off the inevitable, I'd do a couple of hay contracts. They're paying out like 9,000 a piece, but I could probably get another 10 or 15 out of it selling the bales. But nope, we're just gonna do these two contracts, collect another what, $23,000, and then move on to October. South Swedish Farmer, good morning to you too. The new crops, you mean carrots, parsnips, and red beets? Those new crops? I would say it's kind of in line with what I expected. Carrots and parsnips I somewhat expected. Red beets was kind of out of the blue, but it is basically a vegetable expansion. Where we're getting more harvestable vegetables in the game. Likely will lead to other things being added in the future. Onions. Possibly the ability to harvest, you know, what other root crops do you have? I think onions would be the next logical move. It's something you dig up out of the ground. It's a fairly robust, bulbous crop. I would like to see additional grass work. Alfalfa, clover, timothy, other forms of grass. I'd like to see maybe the reasons to do those grasses added. I'm not thinking anything full on like Maize Plus. That's a little bit beyond my little realm of comprehension. But yeah, more grass crops other than just grass. Said before, things I'd like to see are fruit crops, orchards, nut nut crops. Yeah, we've used the net add-on where you have to buy netting or twine. I'm all for it. I don't have it activated on this one. Buckeye Saint, welcome back. Glad you can make it. Grenadier, so I don't think I understand what you're talking about as far as changing yield values. South Swedish Farms, there are several YouTube tutorial videos on how to add a crop to a map. There was in previous games limits to heap types, and a heap type is a crop that can be tipped to the ground. I don't know if those limits are still in place for 22, but a heap type would be like straw, grass, hay, silage, any grain crop that you can dump on the ground. Manure is a heap type. Slurry clearly isn't a heap type because you can't do anything with slurry. If you just dump it on the ground, it doesn't pool or anything. Fertilizer is a heap type. Seed would be a heap type. Anything that you can literally dump on the ground and it forms a pile. I think there were ways around it, but it was script based. But then again, they have changed how crops are added to the game now, which means that we've seen consoles get new crops, additional crops. It used to require a script, which then prohibited new crops from coming to consoles. But in 22, they changed that. And when they changed that, it may have opened up the floodgates of crop types. Of course, there's also all of the abundance of production fill types as well. I'm not a mapper. I don't do mapping. So I really can't speak with any authority on that. Alright. Whatever you do, don't drive on train tracks. It can cause serious issues. But we're rebels. We're rebels without a cause. Altona Gaming, good evening. Good evening, sir. Thank you for coming by. Well, I mean, oh, yes. So, Desert Ox, right? When you place production down, you own it. It becomes production. The ability to toggle ability. Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if we went... Wrong thing. Wouldn't it be cool if we went here and we went to factories and I said, I want to put a bakery down. I want to put this down, but I don't want it in production. I want to toggle. I hit something. I hit X. I hit X and I toggle it from being a production to a to a sell point. Wouldn't that be cool? I want to put this down, but I don't want it to be carpentry. I want to toggle, hit a button, and I want to make it sell point. Right? That would be cool. What else would be super, super cool? I think. Here we go. Here we go. Boys and girls, feature time. Right, we can go here. Right, we can change the color of buildings. Right? We can change the name of things once they're placed. What if? Oh, what if? What if we could go in here and change the name from Golden Field Grain Mill to Optimus Loves Rye Bread Mill? And it would change it. Because that wasn't a static texture. That was somehow generated on the fly. So then we can have buildings that might look the same, but they have different graphics. All right, enough of that pie in the sky talk. Enough pie in the sky talk. All right, that was fun. Oh, the ability to sell production you no longer want? Do you not have that? Well, early on in the game, you had the ability to sell production. It was called Demolish the Building. Right? But it's possible. It's possible they have changed that to where you can now sell the building and it not go away. I don't own any production. Well, I do own production, but I'm not willing to destroy it. Let me see. Let me see. So we put this down. Look, sell. Now this is one we pre-placed. Do we have any other production we pre-placed? No, that's it. It's all our production I put down. Sell. Right? Just like a building. Sell. I would check. I can't sell that because I have Piggly Wigglies in it. Check and see. They may have done something. Console players don't have the ability to do that unless they added it. Because the idea of having to destroy your building, that's a little much. That's a little much. It's like, dude, I bought the spinnery. I changed my mind. I don't want the spinnery anymore. But I don't want to have to tear it down. I just want to sell it back. Now, Optimus, we don't criticize someone for their gaming platform of choice. I mean, look, we had folks like Schultz came from console. Lots of folks came over from console. Others just still are over there. Yeah, the only pre-placed production I own is the pig food maker. And, well, that's also a farm building. So, I don't think it counts. And that one, if you sell it, it goes away. Because it is a pre-placed farm building. There we go. 42%. Yep. Yep. It has its place. Oh, I know. I've had my laptop, the gaming laptop, which I use as the home office computer. Just one day decided to no longer output video at its USB-C ports. Restart. No, that didn't help. Changing settings. That didn't help. It just decided I'm no longer outputting display video out USB-C. I ended up updating the graphics drivers and boom, fixed it. Fixed it. It's like, did the graphics drivers deliberately break a feature in order to get me to update them? Would not put it past them. Crosshairs, welcome. Welcome. I mean, Desert Ox, like lots of games that are available on PC or console. The console variant is going to be and feel limiting compared to the same experience, the same game on PC. You know, like what's that? I mean, there's plenty of games that have been out on console. Red Dead Redemption 2, for example, right? It is absolutely stunning on console. It is absolutely stunning on console. But it's like frame locked. It's 30 frames a second or something. And then you run Red Dead on a modest PC. And you get unlocked frame rate. And you get even more stunning visuals. Right? It's like, if you've never experienced 60 frames, if you've always had 30 frames, 60 frames is like a godsend. And if you've only ever experienced 60, and then you get to experience something like 90 or 120, right? That's another jaw-dropping experience. Missy B, good evening. Good evening to you. Glad you could drop by. On this PC, I play Farm Sim at 60, just to leave headroom for the encoding of the stream, the recording. Plus, I'm recording at 60, so it really doesn't benefit to be running any higher. Now, on the laptop will play Farm Sim at. I've got it set at 90, and it's nice. It's nice on the other monitor at 90. Last night during ACC, I was locked at 120. I set ACC to run at 120. It's smooth. American Truck Sim usually runs 70 to 90. Missy B, I'm doing good. How are you? We're just chilling out here on Carpathian countryside, trying to earn some money, make our way into October, where I'm expecting we're going to have some harvest to do on our end. Forza Horizon 5 ran at pretty good frames. I'm pretty sure I locked that at 90. Again, just so I have the GPU headroom for the streaming and the encoding. That's the way it works out, Optimus. That's the way it works out. You never talk bad of technology when there's a microphone around, because it will hear you. And it will do things to spite you. I mean, that's warm, but they should be good to like 100 before they really start doing any sort of throttling. Any big projects Missy B can talk about? Secret projects going on? They are beautiful, right? Whereas Forza Horizon 5 is loaded with eye candy. I'm looking forward to Forza Motorsport. The new Forza Motorsport coming out this fall. When it drops, we're going to be adding that content to the channel. Did you repaste them? I think it will be. I think it will be Tukey. Nice. Let's go. Let's go home, people. Let's go home. Maybe we'll celebrate by spraying the tractor down. Our new Dutes, he's got almost 8 hours on it already. The new Forza Motorsport. There won't be another Forza Horizon for years. They're going to be milking that one for as long as they can. I mean, look when Forza Horizon 4 came out. And from what I understand, they're still adding content to that. At least weekly content. Schultz! We were just discussing your turn 1 incident. You know, after about a year or so, the weekly playlist got old, right? I just was like, all right, I'm not done. Now it's just grind fest, and once it moves to a grind fest, it's like I'm done. Immediately following the last stream, I uninstalled it. Oh, we gotta go wash this off. Oh yeah, let's wash the underside. I'm stuck now. Oh well. Okay. Who shut this door? Certainly wasn't me. We don't shut gates, we don't shut doors. Yeah, let's do 8. I don't want to make it too dark. Oh. Corn? Beans? Beans? No. No, you're not tempting me. You're not tempting me. No. 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 See our field ready to harvest. Are they ready to harvest? They are. They're both ready to harvest. Excellent. How about our animals? We should be good. We should be good. Production going. We're completely out. All right. Where's our... Oh, here it is. Let's get our pig food production back up and running. It's hard to believe we made 424 bales of this thing. They just stay dirty. That's about it. There's no inherent performance boost for sorghum, wheat, sunflowers. There's no inherent performance boost for keeping things clean. I mean, in theory, they clean themselves when it rains. Somewhat. I very rarely wash stuff. What I do is just keep the windshield clean so I can see out. I mean, growing up, we didn't really wash our stuff. We would clean the windshields on the tractors that had cabs. That was limited to one tractor and then a harvester. So we will need to put sorghum down next year. Hillhawk, that is kind of correct. The reason it doesn't work for contracts, it doesn't work for silage contracts for sure. But there's a mod, what, the Tip Anywhere mod? Tip Anywhere mod, which allows you to use a forage wagon on fields you do not own. That will allow you to collect product and dump it into the stationary baler. Now what it won't do is it won't make the silage correct. Right, you'll have to do silage bales the old-fashioned way. There, I put it. I don't think we can dump all of this in here, but... Is it full? No, I wouldn't think it is. Tip right. They are tip right. Oh, I just saw it pop up. Come on, take it. Oh, man. Take it all. There it. All right, we'll dump it here. Hope it doesn't rain. Rabbit Rob, welcome. Welcome to the party. Genetic, are you using a precision farming that works with compost Do you have the anhydrous add-on turned on? Or is it the straight up one? I mean, the thing with the root crops is the yield is so high that oftentimes you paint through one harvest and you're done. Right? You probably have more potatoes than you'll ever need. Alright, there we go. So that's running. Will be good to make a bunch more. I got 76,000 liters. Alright, what do you want to see? Corn harvest or sunflowers? Nope, not doing it. I mean, it's pretty realistic. Realistic equipment. In real life, these things just take a lot of time. We haven't been able to buy a new harvester, so we gotta do it the old way with the old boy here. We got 16 hours on this thing. Who knows how many hours we'll have when we're all said and done. Oh, let's go. Get this rattle wagon up by the field. Are you going to use this combine on Court Farms, Tukey? Wow, well, this harvester isn't a forage harvester. Maybe genetic. You need to. Where did you get your PF? Maybe that'll help. Okay, I'm gonna hire a helper. And I gotta go do some mathematics. Do some math. What's this say? This does not tell me what I'm gonna actually get from this field. Thought it would tell me that, hey, you're going to get X. Estimated yield 125%. Oh, that's the potential. Expected 111%. But it doesn't tell me what the actual value is. What field is this? Field 4. That's just sealed consumption. What I was trying to do was take a look at this. I have 6 barleys to 8 corns. Right, so I need more corn than barley. 8 into 6, is that that's a fourth more. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. It's a third more corn. I need a third more corn than I have barley. So I was going to try to figure out how much barley I was going to get to know how much corn I should set aside. And then the rest of the corn can be made into dried corn. It's going to keep that center snout right down that center lane. That's our old-fashioned GPS. That was features in 19. Dang it. Yeah, I played this game for so long, everything's mixing all together. So, yeah. Alright, what do you say? What do you say for every load I put in a silo, I'm going to put a load in the dryer. Until the dryer is full, that's just all going in the silo. And then we'll figure it out later. My crosshair, it's not all corn is poppable popcorn. It has to be a specific breed of corn and really to pop. It's got to be high moisture corn. That's how I understand it, because the popping action is from the steam within the kernel. So the precision farming that genetic link to is specifically configured to support manure and compost. No, not manure. Compost and anhydrous. Both fill types that are on Emerald Coast. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to eat field corn. It's going to be very undesirable. And sweet corn is different than popcorn corn. I mean, you want to play a good trick on on some city folk. You tell them to go out to a field and grab some corn and try to see them eat it. So I'm glad we could go up and back without overfilling. That's nice. It means our header is actually properly sized. It's kind of an interesting factoid, right? You'll see sometimes out west, I'll see videos of a huge harvester with a little narrow header, and it's to make it so the harvester can actually get from one end of the field to the other, or from one part of the field to another part of the field. It's still holding the same amount of corn. It's just, it's not beneficial to the farmer to only be able to go partially down the field before it's full. So they deliberately size the header in such a way that when they get to the end, they're full, or they get to the end and back, they're full. Missed the row. Run our snout down this row. So no, as players, we like to get the biggest header possible with our harvester, right? But if as a result I can only make it halfway down the field, then when my pipe is in the field coming back, I can only make it part way down. It's more beneficial to be able to say go down and back and then unload, or make it all the way across and then unload and make it all the way back. I mean, that would be farmers that don't have, you know, the crew and the giant auger wagons to offload on the fly. There we go. Dumper there. Oh, we're at 89. We at 95, 95, 95, 93, 92. 72 is our grass field. Yeah, we'll do better once we get this one harvested. Well, they do collect the crop faster. They collect it in a wider span. It also means you're going to fill up faster. Right? I mean, if your headers... If you're collecting 10 meters worth of crop versus 5 meters worth of crop, you're only going to go halfway as far before you fill up. And then also, I mean, you don't want to buy a giant header and then have a short pipe such that you can't unload easily because your header is super wide. And this harvester holds 5,500 liters worth of product. And this header is 4.6 meters, right? When we advance to our next harvester, we'll probably get, I don't know what we'll get. Probably go with this harvester. And as far as a corn header goes, we might go with this one here, a 6-meter harvester header. I wouldn't go with a 9-meter, right? So it's going to hold more crop. The header's going to be wider, though. So we may still be able to go up and back before we fill up. We'll make less trips. That's where you're going to gain some efficiency, is making less trips. We all know Tuki's confused. We all know Tuki's confused. So tomorrow is Friday. I'd say it's a pretty good possibility we're going to have some information about the horse pack. The horse pack releases in just about 2 weeks. Right? In 2 weeks' time, we'll all have the horse pack. We'll all have horse aggravation, the map. That's the fabled 6th map for those that maybe pick up the premium edition later on. Crosshair's Case is a brand of agricultural machinery and implements. Oh, overall. Tractors, sprayers, harvesters, balers, mowers. In game, there's quite the assortment of case equipment. So we go to brands. We go down here to case. Right, base game wise, we have several tractors. We have the cotton harvester. We have grain harvesters. We have grain headers. We have corn headers. Sugarcane harvester. We have harrows, disc harrows, and a baler. Right, that's just base game. In reality, they manufacture just about everything that is agricultural equipment. Poor Tuki's just confused. I mean, he also claims he likes Ford, so it kind of is understanding. Delilah, that's right, we are in corn. Hope you're not that far back. Tuki likes New Holland. He likes the Great Landini. Yeah, there's a mod for a autonomous case tractor. Ding. We're getting top quality yield. We also need to spray our stuff here in a little bit. Maybe we'll go and spray once we unload our trailers. This is, yeah. This is a well, let's just say I just call it for shit because that's just me. The E516 Harvester Pack, available with Giants Mod Hub. Lots of really cool animations. I call it the rattle can. There we go. Let us see the inside. All right. That lever was the pipe. See, we got all sorts of animations going on. Even stuff you never see. Well, we got our PTO knuckle actually spinning. All types of animations here on the engine. Right, animations back here in this mesh area. But sadly, since it's not a John Deere, it doesn't get near the love that it probably deserves. But at some point, we're going to upgrade. At some point, we're going to upgrade to this harvester. It likely isn't going to be as cool as animated, right? But we're going to bump up to this. Going to be holding 9,000 liters then. But yeah, we tried to do a little bit of a theme with this map, was to find machinery that would be kind of native environment, machinery built and manufactured, you know, pretty near to the area for which this map is modeled. So we've got kind of older model Fendt tractors. We've got the Dutz tractor from FarmCon. We've got various. We've got this harvester. We've got the 4-Schritt mower. We've got this mower. The E303 pack. We got lots of kind of period type tractors that we just haven't needed to make use of. Maybe at some point we'll buy a truck that's somewhat period or regional accurate. Oh, we're way back. Robbie, good evening. Right now, we're just trying to earn money. Stay financially afloat while we wait for our cows to reproduce and our pigs to reproduce to the point where they are more viable financially. Feel like we need to save all our corn. Did everybody have a chance to now watch the Giants video on the map preview for Sri Lanka? We put that up earlier in the week. I believe it was Tuesday. And of course, last week they put out the equipment preview for the premium expansion. I look forward to seeing more of the map. They talked about the map having 80 to 90 different fields. Sounded like those fields were going to be kind of the typical Polish field layout, long rectangular fields. We're going to have the ability to produce pianos with a factory very similar to the ability to make boats and build up the roller coaster in the premium expansion. Definitely look forward to having the opportunity to learn more about that map in the future. air vents move out. I didn't hear about that or see that, but I did hear that they talked about the clothing hanging on the outside of the of like the apartment buildings on the railings. As the clothing would flutter and move with the wind. I thought about that a little bit when I saw the clothesline on Court Farms. I thought, oh, yeah, it would be nice to see clothing on a clothesline kind of flapping a little bit. But it does take a while. Hopefully the piano production is a bit quicker. Yeah, they seemed real eager to show off the soccer field, football field, the park, right, area. Really, we got new trees in aspen and birch, as well as maybe a redesigned or new to us version of an oak tree. I can't believe we've gone this far and only have about 30,000 liters of green. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's going to be collectibles. I wonder what they'll be. We better not go and send him off. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking what would be appropriate for the map or the region. I don't think like little Russian nesting dolls would be really appropriate, but it would be kind of interesting. Because we do kind of have, I mean, the game cartridges maybe is a little out there with the French map, but we have cheese wedges for Erlengrant. We have wooden game toys for Elm Creek. We have the wooden statues for Silver Run. What kind of map appropriate, region appropriate things do you think we can have? So, who's trying to find all the collectibles on Castle Nud? I heard about the secret with that map. You know, there's a secret if you collect all the collectibles. A map of the map appears, I think, in town. And on that map there are 2 X's. 2 X marks the spots. And if you go to one of the X's, apparently all you have is a lever. A lever to throw. If you go to the other X, you discover a secret passage. A cavern. A cave. And within that cavern and cave, you find nestled away a giant cultivator, I think, and a much beloved, I think, John Deere tractor. Maybe a big tractor, like a 8R or something like that. Where is it? There's the sprayer. Load it up. Will we have those animations with the GTX production script? So maps like Hofbergman, which are making use of that, have animations with their productions. It's something that the base game does not offer. We have to keep an eye on that harvester up there. But in the meantime, get to work here. All right, later, Crosshairs. Thanks for dropping by. We're going to be here for about another half hour ourselves. Then we're going to turn in for the evening. Got a busy day tomorrow. Take care of weeds. taking care of business. How do you all take care of weeds? Do you use a weeder? Do you use sprayer? I mean, before precision farming came out, I would just run a weeder over the field right after seeding and take care of them all. Now, Tony Gaming just says, nope, they don't exist in my world. I used Weed Be Gone forever. Alright, here we go. Here we go. I don't know, weeds aren't too bad with precision farming turned on. Right, you just come in here with see and spray. You don't go through much spray. Take care of it once, you're done. The other big question is, who uses mulchers? I never think about mulching. Really, there aren't too many big mulchers out there. So it's a process that takes a fair bit of time, and there's a fairly minimal benefit to it. I don't roll a lot either. This thing lined up. Opio. Yeah, I've seen mowing of double for sure. Oh, Schultz claims he does all the steps. I think more or less he hires free labor and forces them to do all the steps as compensation. Yeah, watch out with that guy. Yeah, it's like he's got a whole. It's like he's got a whole team of people. He keeps hidden away. It's almost like they're Hogan's heroes. Oh, he'll say it's not so, but you know it is. He'll never admit it. Oh, he embraces something. Oh, what are you gonna make it do? Are you gonna make it do something fancy? Like pull weeds out of the ground? Big aspirations. Yeah, flaming weeder. Just don't accidentally catch your crop on fire. Maybe it's a weeder that plows the ground also. I think this mod does have a sunflower header. Let's think about that. Let's look, I wonder how much it is. No. 6.7 meters. Wow. I'll save a little time on the sunflower harvest. There we got this one almost done. Oh, you're missing spots. I mean, you get what you pay for these days. You get what you pay or don't pay for, I guess. Anybody haven't checked the mod testing thread? Has that been updated recently? Last time I looked, it was last updated in June. Oh, it was updated this week. You did not hear ice cream truck music. Not unless you got a really funky ice cream truck. Only two little spots down here. There they are. And a little patch here. Now let's go spray our new canola fields. There we go. Oh man, we got a whole patch. A little patch we missed. What did it crave? What did you crave in that ice cream truck music? Creamsicle pop? One of those rainbow bomb pops? Push pop? Choco Taco. Are there ice cream trucks around anymore? That I don't know. But the only thing I remember seeing recently is like a Schwann truck, right? They'll have those in different areas. You go around and sell frozen things, including ice cream. Frozen foods, frozen meals. Well, that's kind of a neat idea. Have an ice cream truck that cruises a campsite. Oh, a mystery mobile. Nice. Are you going off to work, dude? Oh, there we go. We got that. Not up. Let's head over here to our next field. Our last field that I just planted right before the stream. It's over there. The new ice cream, frozen treats. Really into like frozen Snicker bars. Those are nice. The ice cream Snicker bars. Although I'm not a fan of frozen candies, frozen pieces of candy in ice cream, like broken up Snicker bar, or broken up Reese cups, broken up M&Ms. No, I mean it's just. You got the smooth and creamy, but then you have that hard, and then it's like picking it out of your teeth. Yeah, I mean, if they keep the campsites fairly well filled up, they can come around, sell ice cream, and then, you know, the next weekend, there's another whole group there. It's another whole, it's all new to them, right? The ice cream truck doesn't get old. You always have a new, fresh audience. Is that like the 2.5 gallon pail? The strap? You can see I used higher help and missed the whole section. At least with that harvester going up and back, then I know when it fills up, it's always going to have its pipe out. Just, we can't see it over there. Oh, really? Like you rent the site for the whole summer? And they live there the whole week, or they just come and go for the weekend? I'm not a big camper. $30 years. Wow. Are these like tent camping or like campers? Kind of on the bucket list. Everything's on the bucket list. Bucket list of things to do would be to have a camper and just go cross country. Head out and take the Route 66 and see what's around. See what's left. Because I understand you can rent campers now. I have no idea what the price would be. I don't see us ever in a financial situation where we could buy a camper. There we go. We get locked in. 90 degrees. We'll make straight paths at this point. Oh, nice. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's from the 80s if it's kept up. Right? That crazy, like, plaid, weird colored interior upholstery. I think if we did camping, it would be These are camping in a lap of luxury with a camper. No tents and on the ground for me. Definitely no tents and on the ground for the wife after her surgeries. Wow, that's fun. It's always fun when you got a group like that. Growing up, my parents would go out and they would do trips. They had bikes, not like motorbikes, but you know, pedal bikes. And there was a group of them that would kind of bike the trails and they camp on the way for I don't know how long. I was young. Yeah, when you're young, you don't have a concept of time. It could have been a 3-day weekend. It could have been a week. So at this rate, I'm thinking we're going to get at most 90,000 liters of corn. I think I want to dump these 2 trailers into the dryer, and then I'm going to save the rest for potential pig food. Just gonna go ahead and take these down there, dump them in the dryer, and call it a night. So what would really be a primitive campsite other than clearly dig a hole for a toilet? Like 0 utilities. Corn in here, even though it didn't have any corn, it showed corn. This is going. Will it hold 30,000? I hope so. Activate. I mean, it's going to pump major. I mean, it's going to be a high speed production because look at this. It's going to make 5,000 units of corn every cycle, 1,440 cycles a month. We're going to have dry corn in no time flat. Alright guys, that's going to do us for tonight. Well, thank you for coming out and watching. Participating in chat. Just having a good old hangout. I'm going to get ready for hitting the sack. Got work tomorrow. Getting ready for the weekend. Summer is here. It was toasty today. It was toasty yesterday. During our live stream, I think we had some thunderstorms move through. Some rain. We're in the rainy part of summer, where it seems like rains every night. Not a lot, just enough to be wet. Keep an eye on the channel. If we don't have any map drops tomorrow, we will be live streaming here once again. We're working on our sunflower harvest, no doubt. Seeing what other fun things we can get into here on the Carpathian countryside. Why are you skipping a road, dude? Till next time, happy farming.